What's going on? It's Fist bringing it straight from my heart from me to you, because that's what I do. And if you don't know what this game is, this is State of Decay. It's an Xbox Live arcade game. So the first thing you think of is, okay, Xbox Live arcade game. The graphics are going to be, they're going to be mild to okay, decent. You know, that's really not what I'm looking at here as far as, I don't look at it and say, oh, you know, I don't base my games off of graphics. The majority of the time, I base my gaming experiences from the philosophy, the gaming philosophy from the developer. Like, what was their interpretation? You know, how do they interpret into how you feel about the game, and what chords it struck in me, and how this whole game, if you look at it, can literally change the face. I mean, we're talking about a gaming idea in this game. When you watch this game, I mean, this is just one storyline out of many. This is one of the many things. I mean, this is a small representation of what we're looking at here, but I'm going to try to give you my overall perception of this game and their gaming philosophy, what I think it means to the future of gaming in general, period. And this is from my live stream on Twitch. I streamed like, I don't even know how many hours. It was a lot. Somebody had said I did 18 hours straight, so I go crazy on games that I like from the beginning. If I find a game that I really love, then I will do a game and I really pour my heart into it and tell you how I feel about it. And if I like the game, I'll continue to play it, you know, if it fits out my situation. Now, let's get into the game mechanics and the fluidity of this game, the philosophy, and let's cover all of those things. This game is from United Labs, I believe the name is. It's, you know, I heard about this game a long time ago when I was playing DayZ. If you don't know what DayZ is, it was a mod from Arma 2, and basically you would go into town, you would get supplies and, you know, weapons, and you can hunt or kill people and stuff to that nature. It wasn't really it wasn't really finished yet. They were still modifying it, and the game is still not a standalone game as of today. Now, this particular game, I really despise third-person shooters. I really never really play them. But the philosophy of this game has the potential and the ability to completely take over third person. I mean, third person isn't that strong in the market, but first person is extremely strong, you know, with the likes of Call of Duty. And people out there are like, you know, this game by itself on the Xbox Live Arcade is about $19. It's single player only at this moment in time. But with the philosophy of this game and how it's laid out, we're talking it can completely take over third person, and it completely could change first person and can take over first person shooters just on this premise, on this philosophy, this idea. So let me explain to you my interpretation of how this game and why I play it so much, why it's so addictive and I enjoy it. The first thing is that this is a single player game, and zombies have taken over this area or whatever. And there's different kinds of zombies. There's big, you know, monster zombies. There's gas blow up zombies. There's strong, you know, superhuman, you know, super strong zombies. So it's it has a bunch of, you know, different types of zombies. But so they take over this area, and the thing in this game, it's really intriguing because you can look at it and say, wow, if this really got into a multiplayer game, you know, how I would compare it to, like, the direction that I'm going into, like League of Legends, World at Warcraft, Command and Conquer style game. This can really take off and explode big, and this is why I say it could take off and take over third person and first person genre. So the premise of the game, the idea of this game is that you constantly have hordes of zombies coming at you. You can use weapons. It's an open environment like GTA 5, and you are going in this area, and they give you missions, and you get material. Once you use material, though, in certain areas and destroy cars, they no longer respawn. The only thing that keeps spawning is that the zombies keep getting stronger and harder as the days go on. You know, it's amazing that the time goes from night to day in this game. So you'll see the night, it goes from daytime to nighttime in this game. That's really, I really love that aspect, and you really have to make sure that, you know, you pace yourself going out alone or not taking people with you. But the premise of this game is that they send you on missions. You have this area where you find survivors, and survivors have certain attributes to them, and it's built into the games, like +1, +5. They use stars though, and this is very fascinating because as you have to build within your structure, you have to have a medical tent, you have to have sleeping quarters, you have to maintain the inside of your base. And you can switch off the players. You know, one player might get tired and they have stamina and health, and you know, you have to maintain all these people, and they have to have some self-worth to the group. They have to have some self-worth to the group. And as they're going along, you know, they might spend energy, and there's certain attributes that one might be, you know, like for instance, Torres, this chick, she's like a ex-Marine cadet, not ex-Marine corporal, and she's got really good cardio, and you know, she has the ability to like run a long distance, but you know, she has to eat snacks to keep her stamina up. And you know, and this also includes the fact that you have to build these, you know, relief tent, like a aid station, and they have to be able to sleep. You can't have more people in your camp than you can have beds, so you have to choose which people you want to have in your camp to represent certain things in there. They have to be an asset to what you're doing. So the idea came across to me. This philosophy in this gaming is amazing. So if you look at the way this is set up, even in third person, you know, maybe I move the mini map, you know, get it out of the way. And I always thought, why put the mini map in the lower thirds? Always put it in the upper right or left. I don't understand developers and why they do that. It just baffles me. You know, you're always looking up. You're not going to be looking in doing that. So, but the best part about this game is yet to come. Like, if somebody took this game, this gaming philosophy idea, and I'm gonna tell you how it could completely change first-person shooters and third-person, and it could completely take over all of it. You know, right now, first-person shooters in the market are stale. Like, when you look at that whole thing, people are not really looking at it and feeling it. They're not really into it. Third person is basically dead. Now, the gaming mechanics, the fluidity, a lot of the stuff in this game is amazing. Jumping through windows, getting out of mobs of zombies, fighting mechanics. It's masterful. I find it very beautiful. The way you can dodge, spin, roll, combat, and save yourself. Like, it's like it's like this. Once you master the controller, then you can master the mini dialogue on the left, which is like your health and stamina. So you're constantly looking at your health and stamina while you're fighting, and you have to be scrolling through what your inventory to eat, and you have to have the right backpack size, and you're managing this on the fly in real time while fighting. This is the most amazing part of the game. So I started to think this game has so much depth for a $20 game. It's amazing. And I've said this many a times to developers. Make a game, make it simple, one map, and they will come. and it will be a great game. And this is a great game. So looking how deep the integration of the fluidity of the controls, the fighting mechanics, it's a masterful. It's on a master level of thinking. Like when you first play this game, you'll be like, oh, this game it's hard to get. But once you get this game, it is a treat as a gamer to play. So when I look forward into the future of this game and into the gaming future community of what's going to happen if the light bulb comes on in your head, even if you're at United Labs or whatever the name of the company that makes this game, they are sitting on something that could be bigger than Minecraft, that could be just as big as League of Legends or bigger. And that's just off of Xbox, not including PC and open source and even bigger than, I mean, we're talking on another level. We're talking on a mountainous. I mean, it's abominable. I wouldn't even know where to start, because how deep the game is as far as attributes to each character, how they manage to each other, and then within the camp and the level at your morale. Everything has a level and a point in which you have to get to. And if all those points are not meetable, then you cannot go out and do things, because then you're going to go on, it's like a Sim Cities. You're going to go in one direction and it's going to fail. So you have to manage all that. So if you think on a multiplayer level, here's how this game, I would see it and how it would change the face of gaming. First off, you have zombies in the center town, okay? And so now each team has to get resources. So if they see each other, it's kind of like a League of Legends thing. The zombie horde, the zombies, they keep leveling up, and as the game progresses, and you're mining for goods as to be a better player against the other team. Now, here's where the thing comes in. Once you get to a certain level and you can handle the zombies, then you go on into make an attack to the other team's base. And just to imagine the intricacies of this game, we're talking beautiful battles, third person, first person. This would be amazing, an amazing game. No one would ever play a Call of Duty-esque type game ever again with this type of level of gaming. There are so many levels in this game. It's crazy. The level of the levels in this game are just phenomenal. Just the philosophy, the idea of the game, and it all together. If you had two teams and they had both base camps, they had to go inside, they had to fight the zombies, and and you're getting certain areas, and it's going from night to day, and you could, like, somebody on the other team dies, and they have stuff that your radio broadcaster had sent out for them to go get, then you could just take their bag of stuff. I mean, it's just, this game.
What's up?
This game is on another level, and it's just single player, third person, might I add. We're talking about a game that's putting it down in third person. Now, this is only one event out of the whole thing. I am just amazed how many people don't understand this game. And by no means am I getting paid for anything on this. Once you get about 18 plus hours into this game, then you will realize this game has the potential to be the best new genre of gaming out there. We're talking about somebody who's finally has the formula right here sitting in front of you to have a League of Legends type style of game, World of Warcraft, two teams fighting each other on a third or a first person shooter. You have the zombie, the horde. It only takes one person to figure this out. I am giving you the golden formula using this model of game. DayZ is not even on this level. DayZ only has parts of it. They filled in the whole thing. They've given you And with the cloud service that's out there today, this is possible. This is possible. You can have a multiplayer League of Legends type third-person battle game or first-person game out there like this. This game is an amazing idea. Let me repeat this so that you can understand this. If you've sat through this whole video and understand the point that I'm trying to make here. We are talking about changing the face of gaming. I mean, we're talking about people playing this more than League of Legends. I mean, you could do this on so many different levels and so many different types of games. I mean, you're talking just the gaming philosophy alone on this game is on another level. If you haven't downloaded this game and you want 20 bucks and you're trying to figure out what is a great game that I can get $20 out of, you need to download this game. But you have to put the time into the game. You have to play this game a lot to understand the gaming philosophy, to understand what the developers and the point that what they are showing you. But the most amazing part is that I don't know if they understand what they have on their hands. This game could blow up on another level never seen before in gaming. I'm talking about like Call of Duty 4 coming onto the scene. I'm talking about like League of Legends style coming onto the scene. I'm talking about Minecraft style coming onto the scene. This fucking game could blow up in so many other ways. It's incredible. Anyways, I'm gonna be live streaming it most of the time. You want to check me out? Follow me on http://twitch.tv/FistLive. That's with the one FISTLIVE. Come over there and check it out, and you will be amazed. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. I'm out. Peace.